Welcome to FNN Sports Zone. I'm Mike Brodsky.
And I'm Jermaine Kimbrough.
And we are back to talk all things sports, everything that you've might have seen or might have missed over the past week. We're going to cover it tonight. So, Jermaine, I know you had a busy weekend going on, but what were some of your highlights from this past weekend when it came to sports?
Sports-wise, I was definitely watching the Tampa Bay Bucks game.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to be there, but I was definitely following along and happy to see that they eked it out.
That was a scary one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like they were going to win, and then looked like they might not win.
Yep.
Then they managed to pull it out at the last second, right?
Yeah, Baker once again.
Yeah.
I mean, he came back for another game-winning drive.
Yeah.
And it's just that's what he does lately. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got I think it's all three for these last three games. So he's on record pace right now.
Right.
And he's leading in the league for game-winning drives. So he's looking great. And then Ibuka just doing his thing for the rookie race,
right?
Rookie of the year race. So Mike Evans also got a touchdown. So he's on the board right now, looking good. Not a lot other than that, but he did get that TD on the board.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay is looking great. Coming up now, they're looking forward to Philly. They're going to be hosting Philly next week.
Eagles are going to be tough. So, so that's going to be an interesting game. And, of course, the Jets continue to surprise. I mean, they obviously look pretty good and almost had the victory against the Bucs. But it'll be interesting to see where they go since they are still dealing with the injury, of course, to Justin Fields. But Tyrod Taylor was kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
He kind of shook off the rust, came out and played fairly well.
He did. He was
not too
solid.
bad. Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah.
So
and a chance at the end of it too. I mean,
yes, exactly.
They all had a chance.
Could have worked out. And I was up in Jacksonville actually at the Jaguars game. That was another interesting one too. That could have gone either way, but it was a little shaky for both teams really. I mean, the Texans had some struggles. C.J. Stroud, a couple of interceptions, and just didn't look fantastic, but. And then the Jaguars, had some good moments, led most of the game, and then tied up 10-10 late in the game there, and then they were able to come back towards the end and pull out that victory. But that was another scary one. So
definitely.
But so we'll talk a little bit about some of the other games in the NFL this past weekend, as well as college football and Major League Baseball, and we'll talk golf, NASCAR, and maybe even WNBA if we have time as well. So
sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get a little bit deeper into that Bucks game. Of course, come from behind in the final minute, really, right? I mean, and now they're also dealing with some pretty serious injuries too. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Now there is some talk that Tristan Wirfs might actually come back from his knee surgery this coming week, so that'll be interesting to see if he's able to make it back and get back on the field and be effective. Chris Godwin may be coming back from his injury as well. Now, I also had with Mike, you were talking about Mike Evans a moment ago. I understand he's dealing with a bit of a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Exactly
he left the game, actually.
Yeah.
He didn't come back. But we're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
How tight it's going to be.
Right.
So he's going to be questionable for sure. He'll definitely carry a questionable tag going into Sunday.
Yeah, well, let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope that he recovers.
Yeah, he's getting older, so having those hammy injuries
happens to all of us, I guess. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
They can last a few weeks.
Understand.
If, he doesn't take good care of it. So
definitely
see what happens with treatment.
Definitely. But and let's talk a little bit more about the Jags game too. I know Brian Thomas Jr. Has had kind of a rough season. I mean, he was even getting mad at himself at some of the play early in the game, but he did manage to kind of redeem himself. He had a few, like 3 drops early in the game that kind of looked kind of ugly. But in the final 2 minutes, his 46-yard catch and run kind of set up the Travis Etienne 10-yard touchdown run, and that's really what put him over the top to win that game 17-10. So that looked pretty good, but
and not too good for CJ. I see he had 2 picks. So those 2 picks definitely must have been rough during the game.
They were. I mean, it was pretty rough. You had because the Texans had a chance to come back even late in the game. They were driving, and then there was Nico Collins, wide receiver Nico Collins, fumbled after a 13-yard reception, And
he had a big game too. He was 8 for 104.
He was doing very well. I mean, he had
a touchdown.
That's right. And after a 13-yard reception that reached the Jags' 18-yard line, he fumbled, and that kind of set up Jacksonville's winning touchdown. As they turned the ball in the other direction and sent it over the line there. But the game was tied 10-10 at that point, and then And by the way, with C.J. Stroud, we were talking about those 2 interceptions. It was the first 2 interceptions of the season for him. He's had a decent season, but the Texans, but the Texans are now 0-3, and so they got a lot of work to do to get back on track. Right?
They do a lot of work to do, and I think especially with C.J. having a lot of clamoring from fans about. Okay, he had this great rookie season. Then he had the downfall last season. So they're like, okay, he's having the rookie hangover. So I know he was coming out. He was wanting to really prove the doubters wrong. So I know this is not what was on his plans.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's got to be a disappointment. So I don't know what it's going to take to get them back on track. But I guess we shall see. But I know also before we went on air, you and I were talking about the Chiefs game. I don't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about that one.
The Chiefs, it was Chiefs-Giants.
Yep.
And just a crazy play that I felt like changed the game because it was like the Giants came out right off the bat, scoring, and I think it was tied up at the point. It was 7-7, I believe it was, or they were tied. But then the Chiefs had the ball, like I want to say on the 15-yard line of their own 15. Pat Mahomes, he throws the ball throws like a screen pass, looked like, and I forget who it was, but he drops the ball. He runs and then the ball gets punched out.
Yeah,
and luckily Pat comes like a superhero and he just comes and just knocks the ball right back out again. So it was about to be a scoop and score potentially.
Yeah,
they would have been on, or the Giants would have been right there on like the 10-yard line.
Right.
Pat Mahomes comes and just punches it right back out again in the same exact play. And he's just looking like an all-star right now after that because that changed the whole game.
Yes.
And not only is he your leading passer, leading rusher, now he's playing on the defense too, basically. So he's doing everything.
he kind of has to do it all. I mean, it was interesting too. Mahomes actually, was distributing the ball a little more than normal. He ended up passing 7 different teammates on this game. For Tyquan Thornton led the Chiefs with 5 receptions for 71 yards.
Yeah, huge game for him.
So I'm sure the Chiefs were just happy to get a victory on board. I mean, after the first 2 disappointing losses, tough teams, obviously, the Chargers and the Eagles. But if they lost to the Giants, it would have been for real. There would have been an outcry for who knows what they might have been asking for in Kansas City. But thank goodness. Thank goodness they won 22-9, so at least Kansas City fans can calm down a little bit. It's not the end of his season yet.
And he did. Thornton had 9 targets too. Yeah. So I mean, with a TD, he had a huge game.
Yeah,
huge game. Hollywood Brown had 6 targets as well. Didn't do a whole lot with it, 4 receptions. But I think too on the other side of the ball for New York, they're right there. Same as when they went against Dallas. Yeah, they're right there, and they could have had another chance that blown.
Yes.
And I think, they're already calling for the rookie Jackson Dart. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're already calling for him. Yeah.
Well, the Giants,
heavier than they were last game.
Well, that's the sad thing. The Giants fans during the game were chanting, "We want Dart. We want Dart." That's not a good sign, but
not good.
But certainly Jackson Dart. I guess they're optimistic that maybe he'll be the savior that gets his team back on track. But the Giants have a lot of talent, but they just haven't been able to win, and that's been a problem for years. And so we'll see what they can do. Hopefully they were able to get.
They got Chargers coming to town next week, so it's going to be interesting to see what direction they go. And also, when Coach New York's Dable. When he was at the podium, he actually mentioned that he was honest about the struggles. He was like, he said, look, if the fans calling, booing us, because he's talking about the booing. He's like, I probably would have been booing too if I was a fan. So he was very, very clear and honest, transparent about that. But I think it'll be interesting to see what direction they go, because there is going to be an opportunity for Jackson to start possibly. Already. Going into next week. So if not, I think Russ will be on a short leash.
Well, that's the thing. Russell obviously he's had this great career already, and the Giants were very high on him being able to save the team. But look, the reality is that Russell only has so many years left, whereas Jackson could have another 15. Who knows? I mean, he's got his entire career ahead of him. So,
and he is also a dual threat as well. So he can run. I mean, which most quarterbacks nowadays can. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different thing, because Russ can't run nearly like he used to. Obviously, he's getting older. So now you have you have that second dimension that you can offer on offense. So it'll be interesting to see how if they do put him in, how they're going to work it around him and what kind of team they look like.
That's true. That is true.
Chargers are not a pushover.
No, definitely not. But and I don't know if it's worth maybe segueing into the Colts game, only because Daniel Jones kind of got out of New York and all of a sudden looks like just an all-star Pro Bowler. I mean, it's incredible.
The savior,
right? I mean, the Colts beat the Titans 41-20, and now, interestingly enough, the Colts are actually one of 4 teams in the NFL that have not had any turnovers all season long. And Daniel Jones, I mean, he's spreading the ball around. He's having a great season. Jonathan Taylor had a good game, of course, for the Colts
he had a great game. 17 carries, 102 yards. 3 TDs.
3 TDs. I mean, he leads the NFL in rushing as well after that game. And for the Titans, it was a tough decision by quarterback Cam Ward on the first drive that resulted in a quick pick 6 by Kenny Moore second. Ward had 219 passing yards, but everyone's very optimistic about what Ward might be able to do as he kind of develops as a rookie here. But clearly the Titans are going to need a few more pieces around Cam Ward to really turn their season around as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're 0-3 and kind of staring at the barrel of 0-4. I forget who let me see who they play next. They play Texans. So they got the Texans on a road game. So, so it's 2 0-3 teams. They're going to be looking for a win, but so are the Texans.
Yeah. Well, it's a good point. I mean, I guess we'll see how that one plays out. But let's see. And we were just talking about the Chargers. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the Chargers game as well, right? Chargers won. They beat the Broncos 23-20.
Bo Nix. I mean, they went back and forth. Bo Nix and both Bo Nix and
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
You're talking about, So sure, that's okay. But I mean, basically, Herbert looked pretty. He looked okay. I mean, he wasn't perfect. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes along the way. I mean, he threw for an interception, had a couple of missed throws along the way. But the passes that he did make were
they were incredible,
spectacular, right?
They really were. So, this one play when he rolled out, he got hit on the arm right before he threw it, and it was like rolling to his left. It was a very impressive clutch pass. So I wasn't doubting Justin Herbert anyway. Thank you again.
And
I'm forgetting this guy's name left and right.
That's okay.
But he's been balling.
Yes, no question about it. TD pass to Keenan Allen was great. Bo Nix didn't turn the ball over, but and he even ran 8 times for 33 yards as well. But he missed a few key passes late in the game that might have won the game for the Broncos. So that was unfortunate. Now, on the bright side for the Broncos, any Broncos fans out there, the schedule does get a little bit easier. They're facing the Bengals, the Jets, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Texans, and the Raiders in the coming weeks. The only real tough games they've got coming up right away, they've got the Eagles in week 5, and then, of course, the Chiefs in mid-November. So it gives them an opportunity to maybe get a few wins on the books there. Since right now at 1-2, they're off to kind of a slow start, as they often do. Start a little bit slowly, but we'll see where they go from here. And at the same time, I guess they're also dealing with Najee Harris was carted off the field with an Achilles injury. It looks like he's out for the season.
He's done, and there's so many injuries. I mean, there's a lot of injuries this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even. I have to. There's a list. I have to look back because there's like a list.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
injuries.
It's kind of depressing to look through
Like
that list.
season-ending injuries.
Yes, that's right. For anyone fantasy football teams, be sure to consult that list and
Absolutely.
make sure you guys aren't on it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Najee and hope he recovers quickly. But it sounds like he's out for the year, I think.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yep.
And let's see. Let's jump over to any other games you want to jump over to.
I was going to say, how about those Cowboys?
Yeah,
yeah. And not in a good way.
No. The Cowboys have been struggling a little bit. I mean, it's been a rough season for them. There's no question about it. I mean, they had a close one,
right.
but well, not even that. No, it wasn't even that close. Bears 31, Cowboys 14. That's hard to even call it close. But Caleb Williams 249 just in the first half alone. It was a career high for a half for Caleb Williams. I mean, he looked great.
He finished with 4 TDs, right?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, they were just on fire. I mean. Yeah, the Cowboys just continue to struggle.
Oh, and he had a 142 passer rating. Look at that. Just under 300 yards. Oh, I got it. Losing my.
Technical difficulty. We'll put this back in. So, I mean, Cowboys though 1 and 2, they're struggling a little bit.
Yeah,
but we shall see where they go.
It works for me because they're in the NFC East with the Washington, Washington Commanders. I'll call them today, and you know that works for them.
Yes,
and I mean, shoot, let's go segue over to Washington.
Let's talk about the Commanders, right? I mean, they blew out the Raiders 41-24.
Yep.
Of course, the Commanders managed to win without Jaden Daniels, too, right?
Yeah. And Marcus Mariota, I mean, is a top backup in the league just because he's really a starter. Yeah. I mean, he could easily start on any team right now. That type of quality passer, someone who can also move with the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's just a smart decision maker. He doesn't turn the ball over. And to be honest, the entire fan base everyone was already very comfortable going into a game against the Raiders. And not only that, at home with our backup, because we still have the pieces, even with our couple of injuries over the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
We have the pieces. Our offensive line is top tier. Definitely top 3 to top 5 in the league for sure.
Yeah.
And the running game is looking great. So, you know, with Jeremy Nichols, he looked amazing. And so Mariota played a great game and didn't have to do much. He only had to throw, I think, like 17 times. But he did really well. And it was fun actually during the game. He's running off the sideline. And he runs right into the coach. And his nose is bloody on the sideline. On the sideline.
Oh boy.
He has a bloody nose, and he gets up. He wipes it with a I think it was like a rag or something like that, some sort of a towel.
Right.
And then he just keeps coaching. You see him still coaching and screaming on the sideline with a bloody nose.
Oh my gosh.
So that was pretty crazy. But even at the press conference, still you can see it's all messed. It's all cut up and everything. So that was that was kind of a big story. But it was it was good to see. For the one thing about the team was everybody was very they were motivated at that point. Their coach went down. You know, it wasn't like something crazy, but it was because they saw him go down like that and get right back up, get right back to it. It really motivated them to continue and to finish that game strong. So that was a huge win for them. I know they won 41-24.
41-24 over the Raiders. Yep. I mean, Mariota passed for 207 yards and ran for 40. You're talking about Jeremy McNichols. He scored on a 60-yard touchdown run as well. You had Terry McLaurin had a 59-yard catch to the 1-yard line to set up another touchdown.
And that should have been a score because his knee was up, and I watched that play. It should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. They called it a touchdown. Yeah. And they reversed it, even though his knee never touched the ground. So it was one of those controversial calls. But
that's going to happen from time to time. But basically, I mean, they certainly look good. Commanders, we'll see where they go from here.
Yeah. But shout out to Dan Quinn for toughing it out. We're on the sideline.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. And for the Raiders, though, I mean, Geno Smith, poor quarterback. Geno Smith, I mean, he got sacked 5 times. And Bobby Wagner, of course, had 2 of those sacks.
Yeah, he did.
And,
big game for Bobby Wagner.
He looked good.
Yeah,
but
Geno Smith is running for his life. I mean, he is literally every play you see him. He's just trying to escape pressure,
right,
and not get injured is what it is. So he's like he can't even really think like a quarterback because he's always on the run. So it's tough.
It's tough for the Raiders right now. Yeah, I mean, Commanders were able to limit even Ashton Genty to 63 yards. Yeah, it was
him too. I mean, he can't run anywhere. He's getting hit as soon as he touches the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can he really? And he's still breaking off for some decent runs, but you can see it. I mean, they're blowing up the backfield as soon as he's touching the ball. So,
they're gonna have to work on that line, I guess, to get things back on track.
Yeah.
But
O-line's most important thing in football.
Right.
You got to get the O-line taken care of for the offense.
You got to give props to Deebo Samuels too, of course. 69-yard kickoff return to set up the score in the first possession.
Yeah,
right.
Amazing.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
Even Jalen Lane returning a punt for 90 yards for a touchdown too. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
as well.
huge. Yeah, he's a big rookie of ours coming in from Virginia Tech.
Right.
And he's a baller. Everybody. So he's gonna hit right on his team to keep getting those opportunities.
Right. Well, I think we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more FNN Sports Zone coming up in just a moment.
The Florida Lottery is proud to support education by contributing billions of dollars to Florida schools and awarding countless Bright Future scholarships so Florida students can do more than just dream of a brighter future. They can create one. Learn more at flalottery.com.
I'm not picking it up. You pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Well, somebody's got to pick it up.
I'll pick it up. They're clean. 'Cause my hand is clean. Oh yeah, I'm Charmin Clean. That's how I know they're clean.
Charmin Ultra Strong is woven like a washcloth and just cleans better.
Yeah, I'm Charmin Clean.
The kid does have a
That's
point.
My hand is clean. Yeah.
Enjoy the go with Charmin. And for an extra clean finish, try Charmin Flushable Wipes.
And we're back. Welcome back to FNN Sports Zone. I'm Mike Brodsky.
And I'm Jermaine Kimbrough.
And we're going to continue our coverage of Week 3 of the NFL. Let's talk a little bit about the 49ers game. That was a real close one. The 49ers beat the Cardinals 16-15. Real nail-biter there. But it's been kind of a rough season for the 49ers with injuries. I mean, they've lost Brock Purdy. George Kittle is out. They've also – Brandon Ayuk is out. In the late in the first quarter, by the way, they also lost Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
down with
I noticed that
knee injury as well.
Yeah,
so
I think he's out too. I think
he may be out for a while. Yeah,
he's out for.
Is he done for the whole season? Is that what they're saying?
No, I don't see that yet.
Okay, maybe not.
Yet.
We don't want to go that far, but he's definitely hurt. So keep an eye on that injury report. See what's happening with Nick. The Cardinals had a shot, right? I mean, the 3rd and 9 at the 50. Kyler Murray's pass for Zay Jones was broken up by 49ers rookie Upton Stout, who then forced the punt. 49ers set up the winning 35-yard field goal by Eddie Pinheiro. So it was really that late field goal that really won the game for the Niners. Could have gone either way, right?
Yeah, either way at all. And I actually do see here he is actually out for the season.
Oh no, he's out for the year.
Yep, torn ACL.
It's an ACL. Okay, that's a shame. It's unfortunate to hear.
Yeah,
so
from Adam Schefter.
Oh boy. Okay, so it's official. Nick Bosa is out for the season, an ACL tear.
Yeah.
But also, I guess Cardinals they're playing without James Conner. He's got an ankle injury as well. I don't know what it's going to take to get the Cardinals back on track, but we shall see. Let's talk a little bit about. Why don't we talk about the Rams Eagles? That was a scary one. I don't know if
I did. Yeah, that was a squeaker.
Yeah,
and it was the whole game. I feel like Matt Stafford just continued to do his thing. A lot of great connections there, and to be honest, it was this was really with. I think the biggest thing was that Philly just never went away.
Yeah.
They just continued to power through, and it was like big play after big play, and they just showed why they're great. And it was without Saquon having a good game.
No, right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was rough. And Jalen Hurts was just looked, dejected of the sidelines when they were down early on in the game. I mean,
he was very upset.
It was rough, but they fought. They came back. It was incredible. I mean, it really it came to the end with Jordan Davis blocking the field goal attempt by the Rams' Joshua Party on the final play of the game. And the ball got returned 61 yards for a touchdown. I mean, it was pretty impressive. Comeback towards
the
the end.
Devontae Smith touchdown at the end really, really pretty much got them set to finish off that game.
Yeah,
but I felt like I think AJ Brown really showed why he is one of the best receivers in the game because of how physical he is. He had a push off on his touchdown, just blatant push off, not called, but something kind of happened on both sides, and AJ Brown just one clutch first down after another, showing why he's dominant, and then Jalen just clutch drives, just never giving up, backs against the wall, and he's making it happen. They never go away. You can never count them out of the game.
It's a good lesson for anyone playing the Eagles this season. I mean, they're obviously undefeated, but for them to be down 6-7 and then come back 33 to 26.
Oh, and by the way, it was the field goal block.
Yeah,
at the end Matt Stafford and the Rams were in position to win this game.
Oh yeah.
They were supposed to win this game.
Sure.
Actually. A very reasonable kick. I want to say maybe a 40-something yarder, but not far. And I mean, the kick was blocked. And I think it was returned too.
That was the one that returned on the final game of the
final play of the game. I mean,
61 yards for a touchdown.
Defense not giving up, offense not giving up. When you have a team that's not giving up, you're always going to be in that game. So just incredible block kicks and be able to pull that off. That's a stunt.
Amazing. And credit to Jalen Hurts obviously for just coming on strong late in the game. He was just on fire.
Yeah.
And obviously Saquon, as you mentioned, this whole season he hasn't really been as effective as he was last year. So it'll be interesting to see. Is that something that we're going to see for the rest of the season, or is Saquon going to get himself right back on track and put together the numbers that he had last year? He was on fire last year. This season. We'll see. What he can do, right?
See. And I want to let anyone watching, go back and watch the very end of this game, because if you go and look it up, Jalen Hurts' reaction at the end of the game, he did not smile. He didn't grin. I mean, mentally, he's just like in a place where nothing affects him, and that's partly why he's a champion, why he's powered through. But I thought I was kind of blown away, because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, he's got to at least smile when they win this game. And even when they returned it all the way for the touchdown, he just walked right on the field. Just calm as business possible. Business is usual business.
No question about it. But let's talk a little bit about the Carolina Panthers. Congrats on their first win of the season. Knocking off the Falcons. That was huge, 30-0. I mean, that was kind of unexpected. Nobody thought the Panthers would beat the Falcons by that kind of a margin. Bryce, no turnovers the first half. It's been a rough season for Bryce, but he looked better. And Atlanta missed a couple of field goals early on. Michael Penix Jr. had 2 interceptions, right, including giving up his first career pick 6. They even had to bring in Kirk Cousins in the game just because it was so out of hand. Let's just let this one go. We're not going to try to come back. But that was a rough game. Onward and upward. But and then, of course, the Vikings beat the Bengals. Not a huge surprise there. Vikings 48, Bengals 10. Quarterback Isaiah Rodgers became the first player to return an interception for a touchdown. Return a fumble for a touchdown. And forced 2 fumbles in a single game. So he came out of nowhere. He was an unexpected 6th-round pick, and then he's just doing all this stuff.
This young kid is on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been done, I think, one other time, and I forget who did the other one. It's only been done one other time.
Yeah.
But I know that it was, defensively, you can't have a much better stat line than that.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. And got to give credit to Carson Wentz stepping up.
Yeah, he's back in it.
He's back in it. Probably will start at least another or two as J.J. McCarthy recovers from right ankle injury. So
I didn't even know Carson Wentz was still playing football.
Oh,
I forgot he was on the roster.
Yeah, he was. He was. I remember seeing him at the Super Bowl. He was at.
No, I remember we saw
past
him.
week.
Not past week.
February.
The past go around.
Super Bowl in February. He was there as a backup.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing him there at the Super Bowl.
Right. So he's still around. Still playing, still backing up. And now JJ's injury, he's getting an opportunity to prove himself and play. I think he's still got a couple of years left, probably.
Okay.
He's still relatively young.
He
could. There are probably several teams that could use him as a starter.
True.
Being realistic,
that's actually true. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see what happens with Carson.
Let's see what happens.
Definitely. And a couple other games, another surprise, and then the Browns beating the Packers 13-10. Right, that was kind of a shocker.
Huge shocker. Yeah.
I
think they were favored by a touchdown, at least.
At least, yeah. I don't think people were really expecting much out of the Browns, but you had
Flacco.
Flacco, obviously, still playing. Talking about older quarterbacks. I mean, he's 40 at this point, still playing. Now, I don't know if you wanted to talk a little bit about. You heard a little bit about Shedeur from his dad. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, so we were talking earlier, and Shedeur. Well, I guess Dion was mentioning how he believes that Shedeur will be starting this season. So he's saying he's guaranteeing it, confirming it, like Charles Barkley guaranteeing it, right? And he believes that he will be starting. So let's look out for that. I don't know if he's got a tip or if he's just talking like a dad. I don't know. But, he believes it. I guess there's a possibility. They won with this game. I doubt it's going to be next week, but let's see what happens with Flacco. If they can string off a few more wins. If it's a couple of losses, maybe so.
Yeah, we shall see. I mean, look, Flacco played okay, played all right. He still can play. Mm-hmm. But Shedeur Sanders, obviously, I know there are a lot of folks that would like to see him do well. I mean, his jersey sales continue to be very impressive, actually. So I know a lot of people are very optimistic Shedeur may be able to do something, and hopefully he'll get a chance soon. So maybe he'll be right.
There wasn't a lot really there. I mean, it was a very low-scoring game, of course. Yeah. For both teams. Yeah. And I mean, the Browns. I see Flacco. He was 21 of 36, not great. Only 25 yards. Right. He did have a pick. He had a couple sacks. So that stat line's not great. Yeah. Most people would probably assume Shedeur could do better than that. Now, let's see.
We'll see.
Do you take the veteran or do you go with a new guy who can bring some new energy? Let's see. I personally, I think it's a matter of time. Mm-hmm. I think they want Shedeur to maybe they want to see more. They want him to see more from the side, learn more, be more prepared, make sure the O-line can protect him. There's a lot that goes into that, a lot of areas.
Well, and Dylan Gabriel too. I mean, he also may get a shot. So we shall see which way the Browns go. Yeah. For the Packers, quarterback Jordan Love threw his first interception of the season, so that certainly didn't help their cause.
They have been world beaters in the last couple of weeks. Oh yeah, everybody has been clamoring, especially after they played against Washington, where they won pretty comfortably. These last couple of weeks, they were on top. I mean, people were putting them in their top, 2 to 3 teams with favorites to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, they've been that high. Yeah. After this loss, it's going to change some things. So they're not looking up so high right now.
It may change the perception, but then again, who knows? We'll see what the team can do next week. Maybe they'll get back on track. Yeah, we shall. And Steelers beat the Patriots 21-14. Pats turned over the ball 5 times. That certainly doesn't help. Twice inside the 5-yard line. They turned the that certainly didn't help their cause. Steelers recovered all 5 of those fumbles in this game. Drake May looked pretty good. I mean, he threw for 268 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Steelers did pretty well. Obviously, Rodgers had a couple of solid touchdowns early in the game. Then kind of went cold for a couple of quarters, but then they came on strong towards the end, and Rodgers even threw for an interception, but made the clutch play when it mattered the most, right?
Right.
So Jabril Peppers had sort of an interesting comment. Steelers, who have safety Jabril Peppers, Peppers was cut from the Patriots last month, and on Sunday he had 6 tackles and a recovered fumble, and so he had even a nice little quote I'll sort of take from his press conference there. I envisioned it last night. Let the fans know I miss them, but I'm down with the steel curtain now. So he's already forgotten about the Patriots and moved on to the Steelers. That was an interesting pickup. Patriots could have had him and let him go. That was kind of a surprise. And the Seahawks, 44 over the Saints, 13. Saints still have not won a game yet. Sam Darnold looked pretty good with 218 yards passing, two touchdowns. For the Seahawks brought in Drew Lock, just obviously trying to keep Darnold healthy. Now, the Seahawks' next game is on Thursday, and the Saints basically pulled the entire starting lineup late in the game when things were just out of hand, and they're going to face the Bills next week, so I think it's fairly safe to assume they're going to end up 0-4 after next week unless something crazy happens, right?
Yeah, I would think it's safe to assume.
That's right.
I'm going to say 0-4.
Okay. All right. We shall see. You want to talk about Monday night's game? We've got Detroit at Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a huge game. Both 1-1, but still in the top of their division. Yeah, they both look to be 2 of the top teams in the league. Yeah, based on just from a points perspective, every aspect they're strong everywhere. Yeah. So I think that the biggest limitation for Detroit is I think Goff's mobility in the pocket. Okay. Because I know that Baltimore is going to be coming. That D-line is going to be coming. Sure. And they're both great teams. Yeah, I think you can still end up in those games. Yeah. I do take the home team in this game. I'm going to take Baltimore. I think they're just too strong offensively. And I think defensively they're going to be, almost just as good. So I think Goff with the weaponry they have on offense, I really feel like they're going to have their opportunities. They're going to get their touchdowns. Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting game. No question about it. Lamar is Lamar. So let's hope it's down to the wire. I think it's going to be an exciting game. I hope it's going to be close enough that people watch right to the very end. Yeah, maybe we'll see something in the last minute. I think I'm excited. Yeah, I'm looking for a shootout for a lot of scoring. That's what I'm really hoping for. I mean, we'll see how the defenses do. Yeah. But these are more. Leave it there. Don't worry about it. We'll get the break. I'll get the break. Yeah. So let's see what happens. You got Lamar and Henry, and they're both going to perform. We know that. Yes. So, but on the other side, Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and let's see what they do as their top 2 pieces, and go from there. Definitely. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and take another break. We'll be back in just a moment with more FNN Sports Zone. Stay tuned. Thank you.
One of the things I love about Bass Pro is they have 3 great ways to shop. You can head into one of their awesome stores, visit BassPro.com, or get great gear from that catalog Johnny Morris sends out. Hi, here's your package. Bass Pro Shops, where commitment, passion, and the great outdoors all come together. Why would you shop anywhere else?
At Duke Energy, we deliver electricity and so much more, like free home energy assessments, rebates for energy-saving improvements, payment options to help you better manage your budget, and even bill credits for helping the community use less energy. So no matter what you're doing, we can help you make better energy choices every day. It's just another way we bring power to your life. How much can you save?
And we are back with more FNN Sports Zone. I'm Mike Brodsky.
And I'm Jermaine Kimbrough.
And let's kind of jump over to college football. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff from this weekend. Anything in particular you wanted to mention? Any of the games that you were paying attention to?
There were some.
Yep.
There were some. Yeah, there were some good games, actually.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got on your radar?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, props to UCF for making UNC look pretty horrible over here. As a Duke fan, it's always nice to see UNC go a little bit. Look, Bill Belichick is obviously an amazing coach, Hall of Fame coach, right? No question about it. But he's only 2-2 with the Tar Heels, so it's going to be possibly a long season for the UNC Tar Heels unless he's able to pull something out unexpectedly for the rest of the season. But got to give credit for UCF. Obviously, they got a lot of tough competition in the Big 12, but we'll see where UCF goes from here. Charge on, go night. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah.
And, of course, Miami blew out the Gators. I know, unfortunately, Matt Wolf's not here to join us to comment on that game, but Miami's at number 2 on the season. I mean, they're having a great year, undefeated. Now, of course, the real test for both Miami and for Florida State is going to come when those two teams go head-to-head in a couple of weeks. So we shall see.
They're showing 2 on your end. I see 4.
Oh, you got 4 there? That might be old, though. I think the latest.
Oh, maybe they updated it.
I think they're up to number 2.
I wonder who 2 is. We'll have to see. Find out.
2. Who was 2?
Well, no, I see LSU is 3. I don't know.
LSU's at number 4 right now. Penn State's 3. Ohio State's at number 1.
Oh, yeah?
The latest top 25.
Oh, that's right. It must not have been the latest. Then that's why.
That's the weekend scores, I think.
Yeah. That's
anyway.
what. Yeah.
So, but Miami is at number 2, unless my information is incorrect.
Yeah, you're right. I just verified that. You're right.
Did you verify? Okay, good. So, I mean, Carson Beck looking great for Miami. Hopefully, they continue to do well. It'd be nice to see the Hurricanes finally have a great season. Make the playoffs. Maybe win a championship. That'd be fantastic.
That really
a long time coming.
Long time.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
A long time.
But then again, for Florida State fans, Florida State's at number 8, which also is pretty impressive. Now they've got they're playing Virginia Friday night at 7 p.m. The Hurricanes have a bye week, so the Hurricanes will have a couple of weeks to rest up to play the Seminoles in Tallahassee. So that game in 2 weeks is going to be very exciting when they go head-to-head, because that's going to be the real test for both teams.
Yeah,
right. Hopefully it'll be a close one, so both teams can retain their top 10 status. That'll be interesting to see what happens, because obviously a loss for either one is potentially going to knock one of them down.
Right.
But we shall see how they do in Tallahassee, right?
Yeah. And let's see what happens in that Virginia game, too. I mean, Virginia's 3-1, and my home state, so I'm all about my Virginia teams.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. I was more of a Hokie fan. But, I also root for all my Virginia teams, too. So.
Sure.
I like to see I like to see a competitive game. Maybe a win. But
so for some of the fans watching, you want to make a bet, maybe put some money on that one. I don't know.
That's all right. I still live here, so if they win, I'll still be happy.
That's right. We're happy for the Seminoles when they win as well.
Yeah.
And number 10, by the way, I mean they just blew out. They were playing, and Arch Manning.
I saw that.
Looks a little better.
Yeah, but there was he looked better, but he was like hype in the end zone on his touchdown. He was like, there must have been some trash talk or something going on.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Texas has felt like the season hasn't gone quite as well as they had hoped.
Yeah.
Up to this point, now obviously they weren't facing a terribly difficult competitor.
Yeah.
But I think as a confidence booster for Arch Manning, it's good to see the victory.
He needed that.
He definitely needed that. So, hopefully
55-0. I mean,
it was a blowout. Right. But hopefully they can kind of get back on track and see where that goes. Because I'm sure Arch Manning would like to get himself back in the discussion.
Yep.
It's going to take some pretty strong games and maybe even, certainly great performance in the playoffs to really get him back into the discussion.
I mean, he was very efficient. 18 of 21, 309 yards, 3 TDs.
Yeah.
So very efficient and not, didn't have to pass a lot. The game was already out of reach.
Right.
So they brought in Matthew Caldwell and then Carly Lacey Jr.
Yep. And the Texans, of course, the Gators are going to play the Texans on Saturday, and that game is at Gainesville. So now that one's going to be really interesting because the Gators are really disappointed with the way that their season has been going. No question about it. A lot of people are already starting to call for Billy Napier to get fired, perhaps. I think that might be a little premature, and I don't know if it's worth the buyout to buy him out at this point. Yeah. But the Gators want to get back on track, and this could be an opportunity for them to prove themselves if they're able to somehow knock off the Texas. That'd be pretty big, right? Yeah, that'd be huge. So we shall see where that one goes. But the Gators obviously not in the top 25, unfortunately, and playing number 10 Texas. But Texas is beatable. They could be. They could be beaten. So that could be an interesting game, and maybe the Gators will shock the world and pull out the victory Saturday at 3:30.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking Texas. But let's see what happens. If I had to put money on it, I'm going Texas.
Right. This may not be the Gators, but you never know. This is an opportunity to prove themselves.
This is also college football, so anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But UCF still undefeated. They play Kansas State Saturday at noon. And USC is going to be on this week. We host Charlotte on Friday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. So stay tuned for those games coming up. Let's talk a little bit about Major League Baseball. I know I was mentioning a little bit earlier about, I guess you saw the video of what happened with Mike Trout and the guy who caught the 400th home run ball.
Yeah.
You saw that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for those who haven't seen it, it's probably worth just check online. It's very easy to see this video. But guy catches the 400th home run ball from Mike Trout of the Angels. And what did he ask for? I mean, if you caught a big ball like that, I mean, you could auction it off.
Yeah.
You could say, I want season tickets. I want this. I want that. You could ask for almost anything, right?
Yeah.
What did this guy ask for? He just wanted to go on the field and play catch with Mike Trout. Play catch. That was pretty cool. The video's kind of neat. Trout and this guy are just this guy's name is Alberto, and he's throwing the ball back and forth with Mike Trout. He's on the field with his wife, his two kids, his son and daughter, and they're all just kind of hanging out with Mike Trout. And Trout signed 3 baseball bats for them. He signed 3 baseballs for them, and that was it. That was the for that home run ball. So I thought that was kind of a neat moment. I mean, what a cool experience, right?
That is a cool experience.
Yeah.
And most people are going to ask for a lot more than that.
You would think so.
That's for sure.
So. I mean, he could have asked for anything, but that's what he asked for. Yeah. So props to him. Props to Albert, his family. But check it out if you haven't seen it already. And of course, Kershaw has played the final regular season game officially. He is retiring at the end of the season. With stats just to kind of share, because I mean, when you look at his career, I mean, here's a guy who's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question. In 5 years, you'll see him in the Hall of Fame. Lifetime ERA of 2.54, second best since the start of the live ball era in 1920, right behind Hoyt Wilhelm. His winning percentage of 698. He was 222 in 96. Wow. 222 wins in 96. And this era is kind of, who knows when we're going to see the next 200-game winner, right? But it's the best in history for the modern era players. 5 National League ERA titles, 3 Cy Young Awards, an MVP award, 18 years, all with the Dodgers. Which, again, you don't see that very often. A lot of these guys switch teams, whoever's paying the most, they're going to jump ship anytime they get an opportunity. Yeah. So let's see what he does in the postseason. Now, Clayton has kind of a rough people don't expect a lot out of Clayton in the postseason. He's had kind of a rough go in the playoffs. The ERA is a little higher than usual in the postseason. And the Dodgers are going to be in the postseason, no question about it. So the question that everyone is asking is, will Clayton Kershaw even get to start? Because they've got so many starters, they don't really need him to start. Right. So the question is, will they start him just because it's Clayton Kershaw and they want to give him an opportunity to redeem himself in the playoffs? Right. Will they put him in the bullpen? Will they use him, in the middle of the games as a closer? What are they going to do with Clayton Kershaw? So I guess stay tuned. No one's really sure exactly what's going to happen.
Strategy, and what'll make sense too, how to kind of navigate through that.
Absolutely. So we're all going to be watching that to see. But Dodgers have so many arms, especially so many starters that need him to start. But we'll see what they decide to do with them.
Right.
And just to kind of review where we are with the postseason, you've got the Phillies have clinched the division. The Brewers have clinched in the NL East. NL Central, the Brewers have already clinched the division. The Dodgers have clinched at least the playoffs. The Padres are behind them there, but the Padres are probably the wild card spot, as probably will also the Cubs. Though in theory, you might see the Mets or the Reds or the Diamondbacks maybe sneaking into one of those wild card spots, depending how the rest of the season plays out. In the AL East, you've got the Blue Jays have already clinched a playoff spot. In the Central, you've got the Tigers in the lead right now. In the AL West, you got the Mariners in the lead, but you've got the Yankees and Red Sox look to have the wild card spots. So the Guardians and the Astros could sneak in as well. Very possible.
Right.
So we shall see. And then just to kind of review how this all works with the wild card, the sixth seed plays the third seed, fifth seed plays the fourth seed, and then the winner, and then the 1 and 2 get a bye in the first round, right? And so then the winner of the 6 and 3 plays the number 2 seed, and then the winner of the 5-4 game plays the number 1 seed. So we'll see what happens there. And one other accomplishment that was probably worth mentioning for those who are familiar with Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. He's having quite a season, breaking all kinds of records. He won the home run derby this past summer, but he's already up to 58 home runs. And so by doing that, he's done several things. He is now basically passed Ken Griffey Jr. for the Seattle Mariners record. Griffey had 56 home runs in a season. Raleigh's at 58. He also had already broken Mickey Mantle's record for switch hitters with 54 home runs. So Raleigh's broken that record. And for catchers, if you look at home runs by a catcher, the record was 47 by Salvador Perez. But if we look at home runs as a catcher, the record was actually Javi Lopez at 42. So we've got with Cal Raleigh at 47 as a catcher and 58 by a catcher, if you want to look at it that way. Either way, he's broken those records too. So he's the guy. I mean, he's on fire. And not only can he hit for power, but he's also pretty good at defense. So props to Cal Raleigh, also known as Big Dumper. Great nickname. and we'll kind of jump over to golf a little bit. The Ryder Cup's coming up this weekend, the 26th through the 28th. You've got USA versus Europe at Bethpage Black Horse at Bethpage State Park in Farmingdale, New York. And so 12 golfers representing both teams there. Every 2 years, you've got the Ryder Cup happening, and they alternate between the U.S. and Europe.
Right.
So the U.S. leads that series 27 to 15 with 2 ties in there. And also over this past weekend, you had American Michael Kim that won the French Open, becoming the first American to win in 53 years to win the French Open for golf. So that was kind of exciting as well.
Wow.
Good to see. And for those following NASCAR, Ryan Blaney won the second round opener of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Some of you may recognize the name Ryan Blaney because he did win the Coke 0400 right here in Daytona just a few weeks ago. So keep an eye on him, but those playoffs will continue for a little bit longer here. And in the WNBA, Asia Wilson won her 4th MVP. First WNBA player ever to win 4 MVPs, breaking the tie with
4. Wow.
That's pretty impressive, right?
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you got Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie,
right,
and Lauren Jackson. They've all won 3. Asia Wilson only won with 4.
Wow.
And so now we're down to the final 4 of the WNBA playoffs. You've got number 1 Minnesota facing number 4 Phoenix in a best-of-5 series. And, of course, number 2 Las Vegas playing Indiana, number 6 Indiana. Yeah. And
they still stuck. They stuck in there.
Without Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of amazing.
That's a story.
That is a story.
Also a story to see how they do without her.
Yes. Well, I think the good news is they have a pretty solid team, and as popular and as talented as Caitlin Clark is, I mean, she's dealing with that groin injury that's had her out for weeks now.
Yeah.
But the team has just been able to kind of pull together without her, and it's like they don't even miss her. I mean, obviously when they bring her back, I'm sure they'll be able to, and maybe that'll help the fact that everyone else had a chance to step up their games.
And to develop and to, figure out how they can play without her.
Yeah.
Instead of a lot of it, they're kind of resorting to her, and a lot of the plays are designed around her. So without that, they have to figure out their games. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now she is out though completely for the season and the playoffs too, right?
She's out for I don't think she's coming back this season at all.
This season.
I mean,
that's what I thought.
They're down to just the final stretch of the playoffs here.
Yeah, there's no time.
She's not coming back. I don't think she's going to be able to make it back in time, unfortunately. She's been cheering them on, certainly, from the sidelines, and that's good to see. But she will not be on the court. Not on the court.
That's true.
So probably worth mentioning also a couple of other things for those who do follow Florida national news. There were a couple of questions I was able to get in at the press conference of the Jaguars game yesterday. If you haven't already checked those out, go on to Facebook or go on to Instagram. Be sure to follow Florida National News and check out the Facebook page as well as the Instagram. But I was able to get questions in to Trevor Lawrence as well as Travis Hunter. I'm not sure Travis Hunter really answered my question, but that's okay. But he gave an answer.
You didn't get much from him.
That's good. But a lot of people are watching the clip anyway. So Travis has a lot of followers, no question about it.
Yeah, go and check that out and watch
out.
how much of an answer he gave to Mike here, because he didn't give a whole lot, but it's an interesting answer. It's interesting.
It's interesting. It's interesting
to see that reaction.
Yes.
He was so just colorful and expressive, and in the past, completely different now. Completely different guy.
I think they've been working on his media training, and they definitely are kind of maybe canning some of those responses a little bit. So he's not as maybe as open as he used to be. It seemed like he was giving some more colorful responses in some of his previous press conferences, but I think they've got him on a kind of on a shorter leash now for whatever reason. And I think a lot of the responses have already been planned. But check it out for yourself. See what you think. Go to Instagram. Go to Facebook. Check out Florida National News.
Right.
And anything else that you wanted to add? I know you've got some Bucks games that you're going to be covering coming up, right?
Yeah, coming up. I mean, on Sunday, we're hosting the Eagles. So, defending champions, it will be a tough game.
Yeah.
It's also an NFC game. So, this is a division. This is a conference game. So, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I think the Bucks are. I mean, it's been about Baker. It's been about Ibuka, the rookie.
Yep.
And about that defense. So they can win the game.
Yeah.
Now Philly's looking pretty dominant themselves.
Yes.
But this is football. Let's see.
Well, it is, and obviously, as we saw this past weekend, the Eagles might have been beaten.
Yeah.
Could have gone either way.
Yeah,
So it could go in, and then again, the Bucks kind of managed to squeak out these victories in the last minute. So the question is, who's going to squeak out the victory at the last minute? Maybe this is going to be one of those games where it's back and forth the whole way, right?
Who wants it? Who wants it?
More?
Who wants it more? And I think too. I'll finish with just saying that, Tampa, they have. I feel like they need to come out early, really get a good lead, and then really play and to be able to hold off. It's easier said than done, but that's going to be their best chance because Philly has been known to start slow. They're second half teams. They're comeback teams. They don't want to wake up until their backs are against the wall. So if you put them in that position again, and it's a lot easier to at least be able to say, okay, let's just make the right decisions. Let's make our field goals. At least get the ball off the field, right? And from there, they'll have a good chance. Yeah, you don't want to get into a shootout though, or you're trailing and you're trying to come back when the game's already out of hand. They already have the lead on you. But let's see what happens. I'm excited. 1:00.
Absolutely. So and for the Jaguars are going to be on the road. They're going to be at San Francisco playing the 49ers on Sunday at 4:00 kickoff, and then the week after that, they're going to be playing on Monday night. They've got a Monday night football game.
Monday nighter,
Jags against the Chiefs, which is going to be a tough one.
And the Chiefs.
But then again, as we've seen, the Chiefs have been beaten, so it'll be an interesting game to see what happens in that one.
Yeah.
So that'll be on October 6th that the Jaguars will be playing in Jacksonville against the Chiefs Monday night. And also, we should mention that next week, for those fans of the NBA, the Orlando Magic will be having their media day taking place on Monday the 29th. So I'm hoping to come back with all kinds of great interviews after that day and be able to share some of what we hear from the Orlando Magic. You know, hopefully this is the year that they go a little deeper into the playoffs. We shall see. They've made a lot of changes to that roster, and hopefully we'll have some good news to share after Monday's media day.
So, tis the season. This is all the sports are all happening all at the same time.
That's right.
Got basketball coming in while a couple other sports are ending, but everything is this is the sports season.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to FNN Sports Zone for more. I'm Mike Brodsky,
And I'm Jermaine Kimbrough.
and we'll see you again Monday night at 6:30.